Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the SU-8. It's a Tier 6 Soviet SPG. It's located on the eastbourne of Airfield and it's under the command of Anisoptera. And his platoon mate in this game is in the Cromwell, and that's Valeros. And he's in the standard Cromwell. Game on. Well, this Arty is actually built from the hull of a T-28. It never actually got built. It's one of those ones which was considered, but never put together. It's armed with a BR2 howitzer, which is 152mm in caliber, capable of doing 550 alpha and penetrating 38mm of armor, and it's got a burst radius of 6.7 meters. Now, Anisoptera is taking it on a kind of long route to get to his firing position. I would have gone round the back, but he's chosen to go this way. There's a possibility, obviously, if you do drive this route, that you might actually get spotted by the enemy if they make it to the Temple Mount, the island in the centre, that quickly. But from this position, he's actually got good shots on the enemy tanks over in the heavy tank alley. You can see them over there. There's a Fury, which is really an M4A3 Easy 8. That's got the always using the shell camera. Lovely. 222 hit points from that hit. Yep, that Fury has got the Ford V8 engine, if it's an A3, and the Easy 8's had the 76mm gun. The gun capable of taking out the Tiger, as seen in the film. Well, the enemy Cromwell B gets a taste of this 152. He loses 190 hit points, and the enemy Fury has actually gone down. He's now trying to line a shot up on the ARL 44. It's a Tier 6K with only Tier 6 tanks in it, and now he's spotted a Nashorn, which he can wipe out with one round if he can put a shell into the centre of him. Oh, splashes him for 138 there. And the Nashorn is no more. The Churchill 7 got him. Okay, ARL 44 is wiped out, but now we've got a Churchill 7 on the enemy team. And our Strip 74 is in a bit of a dangerous position. But it's a good hit by Anisoptera. Nice shot. Stuns the Churchill 7, takes another 208 hit points. He's already up to just under, or just over 750. Going for the heavy tank number 6, which is basically a Tiger. And he splashes the Churchill 7, but he only stuns the heavy tank with that shot. He's aiming a little short, but I think I get the feeling I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to let the shell deviate into the target if it goes wrong. That's a direct hit for 229. The Churchill 7 looks like he wants to turn around and deal with our guys from the other side of the rock. If he does turn around, he'll actually show his side armour, which will make him vulnerable. Rounds out. Another one that lands just in front of the Churchill 7. It's stunning them. And I think I get the feeling that's exactly what Anisoptera is trying to do. He's trying to stun these ones so his teammates can then get shots on them. But they don't appear to be taking the shots that he wants. Standard reload for this Arty is, according to the book, 19.65 seconds. Anisoptera appears to have something close to 17, 18, we'll find out in a second, 17. And a kill shot on the Churchill 7, that's his first kill of the game. His team's doing well because they're 5 up on the enemy at the moment. In fact, the enemy is starting to pull back from that corner. Yep, the KV2, he's not in the pocket, he's actually below the pocket, but he's pulling back. Our guys are now moving up on the west side of the map. A VK2801 and an 88 have managed to make it all the way around and are now south of the enemy cap. In fact, they've just spotted the Hummel. Looks like the enemy Hummel is doomed and he's gone. So we're 6 up on the enemy now. Okay, the heavy tank number 6 has decided to come out from that corner. And he's got the Jagdpanzer here with him, but Oh, splash kill on the Jagdpanzer. And the heavy tank number 6 is now one shot if he can land the round near him. Just needs to get near him. And then he's got him. In fact, he's definitely a one shot now. He's only got one hit point left. Oh, he gets stunned. But unfortunately, Anisoptera misses out on the kill there because his teammate in the VK3001P gets him instead. This battle is going to be over very quickly because there's not many left. There's only 2 left on their team, the T-78 and the KV-2. And that's it. The KV-2's now gone up into the pocket because he's been trapped there. And the T-78's being chased by the 88. Which is kind of unusual because the T-78's a lot faster than an 88. And there's the KV-2. And it's trying to get a shot in there. And no. And the KV-2's gone. But he's actually killed by Valero 85 in the Cromwell, our platoon mate. And there's the T-78 trying to take on the 88. But of course, he's having difficulty. Looks like he's trying to mate with him. Oh! And 125. He does kill the 88, unfortunately. But he's now been tracked. He's kind of stuck where he is. And I think he's still there. We're going to lob around in and see if he's still around. Okay, fire. He's still there, I think. Or maybe he's moved. He has moved. There he is. Rounds out. No, too far behind. Didn't get enough lead, but there you go. That's the end of the game. Some people do find the shell camera a bit disconcerting, but it can be fun watching a battle with shell camera. That was the second class tanker for Anisoptera in the SU-8. He managed to get a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he managed to get 8. And he got a Confederate as well because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. His win rate was 2,914, which is Unicum stroke Super Unicum level. It's close. And if we look at the team score, we can see that he did get the highest damage in the game, but he didn't get a high caliber simply because it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. But he was definitely working his way up to getting it. 1,628 went to Anisoptera. The second highest in the game turned out to be the Wizzy 131 GFT on his team with 1,369. And the third highest damage went to the M4A1 FL10 on the enemy team with 1,327. When it came to kills, it was the T-37 on our team alongside the KV-2 on the enemy team. Both had 3 kills each. 2 kills went to Anisoptera, the Nashorn, the KV-2 and the 88, and also the T-78 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, that's Anisoptera. He got 748 out of that one. 696 went to the Nashorn, 670 went to the Striv 74. He fired 15 rounds in that game. Got 4 direct hits on the enemy, but no penetrations, but he did get 14 splashes. 1,628 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 2, so just qualified for the Confederate. 134 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. Yes, a huge amount of stuns, but his teammates just refused to shoot the enemy when he'd stunned them, which was a bit annoying, because if they had shot those tanks, then he would have ended up with possibly an ace tanker or more, because he certainly did enough actual damage to get a second class, and I think he probably would have got a first or ace tanker if they'd shot the enemy that he was stunning. Anyway, he earned 31,802 credits from the game, and after resupply of ammunition, made a profit of 30,992 credits, 1,122 XP times 2 for the first victory, 2,244 for completing a mission, and 4,488 experience points altogether. He said, you shoot when they're stunned and tracked. Never mind, I'll do it myself. Yes, I'm afraid that happens to be the case with so many Arty players. You're playing, you're stunning the enemy, and your teammates just forget to shoot the enemy. That's why I always try and shoot a tank, or stun a tank that's actually in sight of the enemy, of my teammates rather. No, they're not the enemy, but sometimes they act as if they were. But you try and shoot a tank that's actually in sight of them, and then they will shoot it. And in fact, actually, that did happen in this game, because Anisoptera's shot and stunned the Nashorn, and that's the tank they shot at because they could see him. So it really does help if you can shoot or stun enemy tanks that your teammates can see, because then they get their act together and do it. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.